Hello, I'm Rev Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 43 years. I'm going through the lessons again this year, asking Jesus to clarify for me. And then I write from that clarity, and that's what I'm sharing with you today. So let's get started. I'm looking at lesson 250. Let me not see myself as limited. Let me behold the Son of God today and witness to his glory. Let me not try to obscure the holy light in him and see his strength diminished and reduced to frailty, nor perceive the lacks in him with which I would attack his sovereignty. He is your Son, Father, and today I would behold his gentleness instead of my illusions. He is what I am, and as I see him, so I see myself. Today, I would see truly that this day I may at last identify with him. And so now I have the guiding rules for how I'm to see everyone. As I see them truly, I will naturally treat them as I would any son of God. I will remind myself when I interact with anyone what a holy encounter this is. If I think of anyone, I will recognize that this too is an encounter. And if my thoughts don't signify the holiness of it, I will ask the Holy Spirit to correct my perception. Whatever I see in another is really what I see in myself. I know this truth can be hard to grasp, especially in some cases, but also know that it's true. Here is an example from my life. I used to have a cleaner who stole from me. She would take small things, so I didn't leave valuables lying around. But I didn't fire her or even say anything to her. Once she took several pairs of black socks, a strangely specific choice that left me wondering. A few weeks later, she brought them back and made amends. She explained that I had so many and she didn't. So her motivation for stealing stemmed from a belief in scarcity and the unfairness of life. I understand this because I used to believe I could be unfairly treated too. And sometimes I still fall into the belief in lack. My interpretation of her behavior was based on my own experiences and beliefs. This is always true. If I had still believed in being unfairly treated, I would have felt that, and I would have interpreted her petty thefts as dangerous to me. But that belief is no longer part of my thinking, so it didn't occur to me to see it in that way. We're always creating stories about everyone we encounter, and those stories inevitably arise from our own beliefs. So if I notice that I'm judging someone, I look within for the belief that I need to correct, rather than thinking the other person needs to change. It's in this way that I've used every opportunity to purify my thinking. Since the world I see is based on my thoughts, this has changed the way I see and thus experience the world. Now I'm more likely to recognize God's Holy Son, even if he's disguised as a thief. It is essential that I do this work. If I see a brother as bad, I will be reinforcing the same idea in my mind and thus fail to see my own holiness. And I will be further reinforcing the false belief in separation as I lied to myself that we are different. I do not always see people and situations clearly at first because my mind is not yet fully healed. By being completely self-honest and without judgment, accepting the behaviors within myself that need correction, I am purifying my mind. This will put me in touch with my holiness, and at last, I will always look out from my holiness to theirs. Then I will be truly helpful as my healed mind will naturally heal theirs. Every thought examined and given to the Holy Spirit to heal takes me closer to my goal of recognizing that we are the same in our holiness. Everyone is my brother, and everyone is helping me return home, either by offering love and support or by giving me the opportunities I need for healing. In this way, all of us are journeying together, and for that I owe every brother my sincere gratitude and love. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, then please like it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I'll be back soon with another reading. See you then.